Yeah, guys, so a lot of you guys have been liking a bunch of my customs and stuff, and some of you have been asking for tutorials on how to do them. Now my videos are usually like that, but yeah, I guess this video is just gonna be made to specifically for a tutorial. And yeah, I'm just gonna help you guys out on this one. So you want to make customs like these or something like that, then I'll just show you guys that in today's video, and I'll go over some of those tricks, stuff I use to actually get them done. Now, a lot of you guys have been also asking me to do Scraptrap, which I think I should do too, because I've done every other version of Springtrap there is, or Spring Bonnie. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing Scraptrap today. I'm gonna be using a Rockstar Foxy figure now that he got re-released. But yeah, so if you want to make him, just get a Rockstar Foxy figure. Take off his hand or whatever. This guy is perfect. Oh yeah, and his parrot. This guy's perfect already because, well, my hand or arm broke off, the joint cracked. So, and then also his parrot came off because this guy's super old. But yeah, so this guy's kind of perfect for a Scraptrap figure. And you might be wondering, why are you using a Scraptrap figure, but you're using Rockstar Foxy? Well, that's what sounded weird to me. So yesterday I was like, who could I make Scraptrap with? He's a super different body shape. And then Rockstar Foxy, I'm like, whoa, that's a perfect mold. So yeah, obviously the torso's gonna have to be a bit better and stuff. But yeah, that's literally all it's gonna take. It's not gonna be that hard. I know it looks weird to use Foxy. The head we're gonna make with some clay, like what I did with Burn Trap here, where I use clay and then just kind of put in the bottom. But yeah, I'm just gonna be going on with the video and doing step by steps. Now I was gonna cut off his little leg thing here at first, but then I realized that I shouldn't do that because I'm gonna have to make his other foot. So this would be a great thing to use the clay off of. Now we are gonna have to cut off his hook. This is the third time I've cut off a Foxy figure's hook. But yeah, we're gonna have to cut this off. You could just use some scissors. I'm probably gonna use a saw blade knife. I don't know, I'll check if the scissors work. Okay guys, I got the hook off actually with some scissors. These figures are really easy to break, especially if they have the rubbery texture on them. But yeah, just cut off his hook, and don't worry, we're gonna give him another hand. Just Scraptrap does not have a hook. Now, do not throw his hook away, because if you're planning on making other customs, just put it in an extra parts bin if you have one, or just make one with this guy. But yeah, do not throw this hook away. Okay, so now you're gonna want to get a hand from a figure, or you can just make one out of clay. But yeah, I'm just using a Glamrock Freddy hand from my past custom. But yeah, I'm just gonna use this. I'm also gonna add some clay to make it look better, with the nails and stuff. And I'm gonna add an extra finger because he has 5. But yeah, so you can just use really any hand that you need, as long as it's not too small. As long as it's not too small, then it's okay. But yeah. Okay, so you're gonna want to hot glue his hand on with a glue gun or something like that. Yeah, it's just a little glue gun. But yeah, it's gonna look like that. It looks a bit weird right now, but yeah. Now I'm gonna use clay to make his foot, or both of his feet right now. So I'll just skip to that. Okay, so you're just gonna want to make a foot like that out of the clay. Now, the type of clay that I use, is this brand. Just look that up, but yeah, that's kind of the foot you want to get, or kind of like this Burn Trap foot, you know. But yeah, you don't want to make it too big or too small, but that's kind of how it's going to be and you're also going to want to do the same on that foot. Also, don't say in the comments oh, it's not smooth, it's not smooth. It's not supposed to be smooth. It's Scraptrap. He's not smooth at all. He's 100 years old. But yeah. Okay, so you're just gonna want to do that on the other foot too. But yeah, don't get the little thing off. What I did is, hold up. So as you can see, I can place it in here like that and stuff, and it goes in because of the hole. Don't put it straight through because it doesn't go all the way through. And then I use clay to make this look like an actual leg, to the point where the foot was at. And yeah, you just want to do that. Now, if it comes off and stuff, you can probably just hot glue it on when the clay's done drying. But yeah, that's basically it for the feet and stuff. Also, it really helps to have clay tools that are like this, because it helps a lot on sculpting. Look at my hands, dude. Oh god, that's not what it looks like. Okay, so now that that's all done, we're still not done with the clay yet, because you see these shoulder pads right here? Yeah, so we're going to need to put clay on it to make it look like it's part of the arm, just kind of how we did on the leg right here. So yeah, I'm going to skip to that. Alright, so here's how he came out. Well, I'm not done with him. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. So that's what the shoulder should look like once you're done with the clay. And now I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember Scraptrap having a star on his chest. So we're just gonna have to take that off with like an X-Acto knife or something like that. And then yeah. Alright, so it's gonna look like that kind of. Could probably do better than that. But yeah, something like that. But I think that's kind of all for the clay. Oh yeah, guys, if you're using an X-Acto knife to cut that off, make sure you like wear gloves or something. Or I added his like nails on his hand or whatever. Not on his thumb because that just looked weird, but yeah. No, I was gonna add an extra finger, but that also looked very weird. Oh yeah, by the way, I use a different type of clay for my like little details like on the fingernails and stuff. I just use like the Crayola air dry clay for that. I don't know. It's just faster and easier to sculpt with on like little details. But it doesn't stick on as good as this clay. I don't know, your choice. Okay, so you're gonna want to take off the head, and you can also put that in an extra parts bin. Now, I am planning on making a blob figure, and this is perfect for an angle head. And so that's like 3 heads down. 3 heads down. I already got Glamrock Freddy's head, which could be used as Suntime Freddy's. Now I have Mangles. Alright, so you're gonna sculpt on his little spike thing on his arm, like that. I'm pretty sure it's smaller than that in the game, but it looks a lot cooler when it's actually like a little sword. Okay, so now it's time to do the withering. Now, there is so much withering on this guy, but it's like super little and tiny. So we're not gonna do that obviously with a Dremel, but I'm just gonna do the big parts with a Dremel if you have one, and then do the other little tiny withering just with paint. But yeah, also the Dremel I use is this one. I got it off Amazon. I don't have the link for it because I got it a long time ago. It's really nice for figures because it's like small and it's electric too, and it has a bunch of little attachments. But yeah, also if you're doing withering, do not do it on any of the parts that have clay on there with a Dremel, because that'll just shred it into like little crumbs. Alright, also take all the pieces off when you do withering, because that'll also kind of mess up the clay and other parts of the figure. Okay, so also you have to use the Dremel like that attachment, and you're just gonna grind down like the waist a little bit so that looks more accurate to Scraptrap as well before you do the withering. Okay, so I'm done with the withering using the Dremel. This is what your figure should look like. If you don't have a Dremel, that is completely fine. Just paint the withering on. I'm gonna paint the withering on the arms, and some like that leg and this leg. Or just like every little piece of withering, because I don't want to get the clay destroyed on this arm. Same with that one, and then also this is not really worth it. So I'm just gonna paint those guys on. And oh yeah, I'm just gonna put the button on. Okay, so now that all that's done, we can go on to making the head, and that's gonna be out of clay. Basically, I'm gonna kind of try doing what I did on this burn trap figure, which like you see it can like place on heads, even though, well, that doesn't, but this guy's like it can place it on kind of like that. So we're gonna start off with William Afton's skull first. After I do his skull, we can place the little like suit pieces on him, like the animatronic pieces on him. That's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so this is what the skull should look like. I know it looks bad, but that's the point. It's supposed to look bad because that's how Scraptrap's skull actually looks like. It looks pretty much like this, although I added the eyeballs in. Yeah, Scott's modeling with human characters is bad. Animatronics, perfect. But yeah, okay, once you're done with the head, it looks somewhat like this. You're going to want to like kind of place it on to the ball joint so that there becomes like an indent on it, like kind of like something like that, so that it fits down when it dries. And yeah, now once that's done, you're gonna want to leave it to dry, and then we'll add the like Scraptrap suit pieces on his head. Okay, so once like all your clay is dry and stuff on the head, then you can just place it on or whatever, and then get some more clay, and then we'll continue on like making the Scraptrap head. Now it does look weird right now, but this is actually how Scraptrap's head looks like. You can look it up. But yeah, you just gotta trust the process. Okay, so I forgot to record for quite a while there, but here's how his head is turning out. So here, I'll go over the things because I forgot to record. What I did is, there's bottom jaw right there. It's supposed to look like that. I'll give you 3 entrances. Okay, I don't know what that was. There's just a bunch of construction going around my house, I guess. That's really annoying, but yeah. That's what his bottom jaw should look like if you're trying to make it. And then his snout should look like that from the side, especially. And then his like nose and stuff, his head. And you're wondering if you're wondering why I blocked out his eyeballs and stuff and his mouth too, it's because I was doing his head for like 30 minutes, dude, and I couldn't find a good way. I finally found out a good way to do it, and this is what it looks like. And I figured out it was easier if I just blocked out the eyes and the mouth, because then I can place it wherever I want. I'm like, oh no, that's blocking the eyes or something like that. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. I'm gonna get on with doing the top of the head and stuff in the suit, covering that like skeleton head up, and yeah. Alright guys, so I got the top of the head done, or well, the whole head basically. And here's what it looks like. I'll go over a view of it so you guys could try doing it. So what I did for the eyes, I got a little tiny line of clay, like a line kind of, put it on there for like the eyelids, kind of smooth them out with like this little clay tool thing, and then yeah, that helped out a lot. Got us some clay, flattened it out so it was like really thin and flat. Put it on the back of the head, and then a little kind of piece right here for this part of the head. Left this part open because that's how it is in the game. Then this piece is like a flesh piece, so is this right here. And yeah, I'm about to glue the nose back on, and I'm gonna make the ears. Okay, so here's the whole head finished now. And so basically all I did was make an ear out of clay. Added some like metal wire right there for like an endoskeleton part. Hot glued it onto the head, and then hot glued those 2 little pieces of wire for like the endoskeleton part as well. And yeah, I think it is time to get on with painting. Okay, so here are all the paints you're gonna need. You're gonna need some yellow, green, brown, a dark brown, pink, red, gray, and black, and of course white. So yeah, that's all the colors you need, and then you're probably gonna need like about 2 or 4 paint brushes. Oh wait, hold on. Before I get on to actually hand painting him, I'm gonna prime him with some gray spray paint really quick, because that helps a lot. Okay, so once you have him like spray painted, if you want to, you don't have to do it. It just helps with the like painting process. You don't have to also fully spray paint it, you know. See, like I have some like spots here and there. It's like you don't need to worry about that, but yeah, just get the main like parts down and everything, and then yeah, I guess we can just start on with painting him. Okay, so what you want to do to get his main body color is get green and mix it, or no, just get dark green. If you don't have dark green, then just make the green with like black so it becomes darker. Then add yellow and white to it, then mix those together, and then add brown and yellow, and then you should get a color that looks like this. Also, I have the hiccups all of a sudden, so. Okay, once you're 100% sure you're done with this paint on the main body color, and you're done with it and all that stuff, and got it painted on, then you can just mix it with some white paint to make it lighter for the secondary color. Okay, so your figure should look a bit something like this. After you're done with the main and second body color. Is his hand moving? Oh my, I thought his hand was moving. I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, this is what he should look after that. Now we can go on with doing like the painting and the withering and stuff. I'm just gonna skip to that, and then you can look at it and then take a picture or something and then paint it on your figure, because there is a lot of withering. All you're gonna do is just take black paint too. Alright guys, that's what he should look like with all the like withering painted in. You can like take a picture if you want, but yeah, and also paint the eyes too, and the buttons and the like all that, anything that's black, just paint it black and all that. And yeah, now I'm gonna paint all the parts that are bones. Alright, so that's what he should look like when he has all his like bones colored in. Do not paint the joints like silver, like brown, or like an endoskeleton kind of metal thing. Paint them all the bone color, because that's how it is in the game. And yeah, that should be it basically for the bones and stuff. How I made it, mixed some like tan like color that I showed you, this color, and mixed in with some white, and that's how I got the bone. Alright, so next I'm gonna be making the fleshy parts on him. I'm just gonna paint them on because it's so small sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna be using red, so I'm gonna paint them red first and then dry brush them with some pink. Okay, so he should look like this after you're done painting the flesh parts on him. And oh, hold on, let me just put it there. Yeah, see, you can just take a picture if you want and then just start painting where the places I painted at. That's basically how it looks like. And yeah, now I'm gonna start to do the eyes. But yeah guys, after like doing the eyes, which you just get some white paint on a really small paintbrush, make like a little circle of white paint, then kind of force them into the eye with like kind of, so give that effect. But yeah guys, this is it for today's video, well, for tutorial. Hopefully you guys can make this figure. I tried simplifying it as much as I could. I don't think it should be too hard, but you know, anyways, I had a lot of fun making this guy. It was really cool. And anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully you had luck making this figure if you tried to. Goodbye.